Hello and welcome back. It's been a while. This Barbarian has been very confused over the past month or so with lots of problems and issues, and I hope I don't get sued for this music, but we're not going to stay here on this scene long. I'm sorry I lost all my old videos. I made a big mistake when trying to change things up with my channel. I want to thank everyone who subscribed to me before, and hopefully I can get you back here to subscribe again. Remember, subscribing is free, and it helps me out tremendously. And if you can't tell where we are back in Conan Exiles, and this is the enhanced version. Of course, I'm way behind. Everyone else has been playing this now for weeks. But as you can see, we are in the difficult setting of Barbaric. Death behaviors drop everything, and everything in this playthrough is going to be vanilla settings. Oh, how boring. Yes, but how difficult. So, give this old confused Barbarian a chance and let's start the game. Confirm. If you haven't played Conan Exiles in a while, what's wrong with you? If you like these games and you like survival games, this is the way to go. And I'm going to make sure that's not a dinger hanging out over there flopping in the wind, because I don't want that in my video. So let's, Can I do that from here before we even start? Let's make sure. So this is a brand new game. If I can remember where it's at, gameplay. No nudity, thank you. There we go. YouTube friendly. No tatas and dingies hanging out, flopping in the wind. All right. Everything else should be vanilla settings. If you don't know, I've seen some people having trouble with this recently. I don't particularly like to use the lock on because it can get you in trouble. When you hit Q and you lock onto a target, yeah, you'll hit that target. But then if you try to switch to another target, sometimes instead of focusing on the enemy you want, it'll lock onto a baby, antelope. And then next thing you know, you're dead because you're not even facing the right direction. So, if you come down here to auto face forward on attack and click that on, that will change your game tremendously. That way, when you don't always hit your enemy. I mean, combat's not perfect. But when you're facing an enemy and want to fight him, and then they shift to the left or the right, and you attack, if you're not auto-facing him, you will just keep attacking the air and look like a total fool and miss everything. And it still happens, but with auto-face forward on attack, it will help you tremendously focus on your target. Of course, a lot of these other ones you can turn off, turn on, whatever. There's weapon trails. There's allow first-person combat in camera in combat, and I don't like first-person combat in this game. It cuts down on all the things you can see around you. Now, there's other games like 7 Days to Die, which I think first-person combat is much easier because for some reason the third-person combat seems a little clunky. But we'll get to 7 Days another time because that's a new update there. We're going to start out a new series there also. I have been playing some on this. I've been practicing the REH Reaver challenge that was issued by or started by Sesame Street Fighter. He had been doing and started the Nomad Challenge a long time ago. If you don't know what they are, look into them. They're not for new players. They're for seasoned players that know what they're doing and can get through the game. And it's all about hardcore, barbaric, permadeath, and there's limits to crafting and all that kind of stuff. So, everything should be good. Let's go back to start, and we're going to go in, resume. Okay, I see loincloth. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to make us a new character. In the past, I've used both male and female characters because I'm not pretending to be a woman on the screen. Some people might. Maybe that's their thing. I'm not going to tell you not to how to get your kicks. What I'm doing is I'm creating a character that I like to look at on the screen. And many other people do too. And now this was the one we used for Barbarian, which we'll bring her back. But in this series, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit darker. We're going to go with, should we do Sumerian, Turanian, Khitan, not Khitan, no, Kushite, Pictish, Shemite, Tafari, Zamorian. I mean, you can use whoever you want. Race does not matter at all in this game when it comes to how well your character is and how it acts and how good it is. So since we're doing Conan, we're going to go with the classic Sumerian. And we are going to start with Crom. Basically, I'm going to play this in Barbaric mode with the same settings that I would use for doing the Reaver challenge. So I don't continuously get mixed up with what mode I'm in, what game I'm playing, what I can and can't do, things like that. Now, I'm going to show you another way to play the game here in another video, and it is a totally modded server. And a lot of people will go, oh, you're playing with mods. Well, you know what? After playing for years, you want to change the game up a little bit. Play it however the hell you want. In this series, it's going to be total vanilla, total hardcore, barbaric. But I'm not doing the nomad in this series. I wanted to show how long it takes to actually do things in barbaric vanilla settings. It's not easy, but there are ways around it. So we'll get back to that later. So we're going to go with Crom. Crom gives you nothing but courage at birth and the will to, and might to kill his enemies. And kill your enemies, basically, whatever. He's a gloomy savage god who hates weaklings. And he is more likely to send forth dooms of death from his great mountain. Don't complain to Crom, because he'll just rain and piss all over you. Pretty much what that is. We're going to go with voice, which I've always used savage for my character.
Cut me down. Please.
I mean, right there, it sounds kind of weak, but in the game, it's pretty damn cool. Head options. Which head do I want to put on you? I usually go with either this one or this one. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see, we could go back to number 1. No. I think we're going to stick with this Sumerian. She looks about right. The only thing I'm going to change maybe is the hairstyle. She is Barbarian's cousin from Samaria. Why not? I like it. Let's do simple hairstyle. We'll do a little enhanced color. How about that? Since we have the options, let's see how it looks. Turn there a little bit. Hey, thank you. Have a little red in that mix. No. Let's just go with the black. And that way she's got black on black. Stay away from the crack. Anyway, eyebrows are fine. We're gonna stay away from the makeup this time. Let's see, let's give her a little shade around the eyes. Just a little. How about that? There we go. That looks good. All right. And since she's Sumerian, we can leave her with blue eyes. Her cousin's got green eyes. We're not going to lose the lip makeup this time. I think that's what we're going to do, just like that. We're going to go into face details just for a bit. And we're going to turn, where is it? Eyes. Let's bring the scale of the eyes down a notch to about right there. maybe a little larger. That looks good. Angle and depth and color and all that is fine. Let's add some enhanced color to the outside. A little bit of green, maybe. There we go. A little bit of light green. And oh, see, now her whole eyes look green. There's blue in there somewhere. Let's go with some blue. Yeah, I like that. A little blue, a little green. Let's use that. Body details. I don't know about you guys, but I'm old school. And you're not going to see it here, so it really doesn't matter. So let's just leave that off. But you see what I'm saying. If you remove certain things, you can find out where this applies. Okay? And I'm old school, so, you know, I'd probably put it up to about right here. And I'd be a happy man. Let's go down here. Let's bring that up a notch. Just to make it a little tougher. And bring that up a notch to make it a little larger. And where is the... I'm missing something. Where's the size of the character? Height and all that. Physique. Hair color, body details. Something's missing here. How do you go back? What the hell? I know I must be just blindly missing it, like many other people do when they're playing this game, and I get frustrated with them. Where is the height thing? Short character, middle character, tall character. Where is that? It can't be in face details. Head options, voice, religion, race. Body. It should be under body details. I see nothing. That makes no sense. So you can usually choose from short, medium, and tall. Oh, am I missing something? Physique. That takes you to the starting area, which I'm not ready for. All right, I can't seem to find it. Did they remove it? I know damn well they didn't, because it was in here when I made my other characters. If I go to body details, I can't find it though. Oh, it's here. They moved it. There's no picture anymore. Ah, said the blind man. So height, we're at 50%. So we can make her a tall woman, and we can make her a little shorty. We're gonna keep her a little smaller than normal. Let's go, I like the number 33. Let's go right there, 33%. Smaller hitbox and all that. But what I found out, and I don't know how much truth's behind this, if you go with a really tall character, at least what I found out in the past was that tall character can't move quite as well and jump quite as well, but they have more reach. So if you're using like a spear or something, that might be handy. But smaller characters seem to move better, seem to flow better. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyway. There she is. Simple. Let's rock and roll. Let's get her out of here and get her off the cross. We're going to start out in the exiled lands. A barren wasteland, but not far from a river and signs of life. This select. Maybe I am slightly dyslexic. I find out more and more about me every day. Select this location for the standard Conan Exiles experience. Because you can always go to Isle of Sipta if you have the DLC, and you can start out in one of these places. Which is not a bad idea, but since we're trying to keep it old school, we're probably going to start Exiled Lands and we'll end up on Sipta sooner or later. So, let's have a drink. To the creators at Funcom, to the people at Inflection, to all the players out there, all the people that are making videos, and all the people that have helped me along the way. God bless you, thank you, and let's get her done. Finalized character. What happens here? We're gonna call her Black Anna. Now, she's not black, but you saw the color of her hair. It's no different than Black Bart, the Black Knight. If you read a lot of REH, Robert E. Howard, you'll see that he likes to use the term black, but it doesn't always mean someone's skin color, so please don't take offense. It means just dark, badass, mean, whatever you want to call it, you know. So, Miss Black Anna came out of the Sumerian hills and ended up pissing off the wrong Stygians because she was expecting the Zingarian Inquisition. And it pissed her off so much that she shit on the statue, defecated on the statue and swindled a baron. So she ended up in the exile lands. All right. She don't like me already. You can see it in her eyes.
During the year of the
She thought she was just gonna get me in trouble.
prisoner
I know
captured
it.
by unknown means was transported into the exiled lands.
I'm not sure if we can skip this or not.
Crucified
I know y'all
and
seen this
left to
before.
die for crimes that they may or may not have committed. Death comes swiftly on black wings
Yes, I know.
until fate intervenes.
We've seen this. But hey, it's enhanced, so I gotta let it play. I mean, you can see the upgrade right from the beginning, just watching this. Get off me, bird. Leave her alone. How'd she get blue around her eyes? I don't remember that. Ah, it looks good.
Are you thirsty?
What's up, no knack? No
Knock
knack.
you down from that corpse tree.
It's Conan
It
backwards.
might kill you.
No, it's Nanok, not no knack.
You civilized women
See,
are soft.
I am dyslexic. Son of a bitch.
Lives are not nailed to your spines.
Nope. My spine's broken at the moment. It keeps slipping. Can you fix that? Oh, Lord. Oh, that hurt. Hold on.
Where I come from, we kill our enemies in battle.
Ow.
We don't leave
Damn,
them
that
in the
hurt,
desert
dude.
to die like dogs.
Sumerians are tougher than most normal people.
So, you live again.
Spikes
dead
through the hand, heal instantly in the nomad, in the exiled lands.
woman. This land does not love men.
Or women.
You are marked. You cannot cross the ghost fence wearing that.
I like that belt. Or what they would call a girdle back then.
It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross.
They should add that to the game. Conan's girdle.
Live. Love. Burn with life. Slay and survive.
Yeah. I get chills every time I hear that. I don't know about y'all, but I just do. Did you see why he calls you dead woman? What happens to you at the beginning of the game? A sandstorm. What do sandstorms do at the beginning of the game? They kill you. So you start off this game dying. He rescued you only for you to die in a sandstorm and be respawned again, you poor thing, in the desert. And there she is. Miss Black Anna. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Huh? Let's do it. I can't help but do this. It's just old school tradition. I gotta climb this thing. I gotta say hello to the giant kings.
The very boundaries of civilization. Beyond the passage of our highways,
I need a thumbnail.
wild places of the world, where untamed
That'd be a good one.
savages make endless war upon each
You
other.
guys need to fix that. Why the hell I go to
Cannot pass
photo mode
the endless wastes enslaved.
and it
Your
turns her
wandering prevents
upside down and backwards? It makes no sense. Watch.
it. Follow the road. Any road.
What is going on?
All roads
Turn around.
to the city.
Ah, son of a bitch. I'm going to get this right here in a minute. I'm already having trouble. Get out of the photo mode. Okay, look. Funcom developers, watch this. I want to take a photo so I can make a video and do a thumbnail. I don't want her to stand just like this. Watch what happens when I hit V. What's that all about? What? What is the problem? How do I stop that? So I got to take a picture like this. And if I hit... Oh, here we go. Never mind. No, turn around. She won't turn around. No matter what you do with her. Watch. I don't like this at all. It makes me want to quit playing the damn game. Turn around. Stand right there. And if I hit V... What the hell? Turn around. Face the other way. Now hit V. There we go. Why did that take so long? Now you're in a bad spot. There you go. Stand right there. Perfect. Thank you. That didn't take but 5 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. Then give me another one. All right. Let's get out of here and get on with some gameplay. Off we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about dying. If it happens, it happens. It's part of the game. How's it look? I changed some settings the other day so I can get ready to stream, which I'm hoping to do, and I think it looks okay. Gaining levels, picking fiber. I love it. Let's check the journey steps. Journey steps can be very important if you're playing and you want to get the best out of this game. If you've done it a million times, do what you want, but investigate the smoke. Okay. Which is right over here. There's the smoke. Let's get some food. Take all. Eat and drink. Let's bring you down here. Bring you down here. Alright, let's see. Now if I don't forget how to play the game. You. What's wrong with you? Alright. Get some more fiber. I guess I'm not showing my steps, which is fine. I like to turn those on at the beginning, but I don't have it on. Wear clothing. If you don't know, the whole purpose of this game is to level up. And if you run off into the north, I'll show you the map. If you run off from the desert here to this area, up here too early, you're gonna have your ass handed to you. It's all about leveling up. Put some clothes on. All you gotta do is make these in the game. Put them on. Here's some rough wraps. We can craft those. All right. I think the next thing is attribute points. Spend attribute points. All right, we'll get to that in just a second. Let's grab some stuff and start moving down the way. There's not a big hurry when you first start, maybe unless you're on a server, because I usually don't see a sandstorm, which will ruin your day in the early game. Won't it? Yes, it will. It'll ruin your day. Until like day 3. Something like that. Alright, let's go down here. What are we supposed to do next? Rocks. Pick up some more rocks. No, I gotta spend points. Well, I like to do that in shade. Let's go have some shade for a second. Man, listen to that wind. I hope the sound's right. I haven't tested anything. It could be all wrong, and I could scrap this entire video. That's what we're going to do. Attribute points. Hit tab. I don't know if you have a controller. I don't know. People like controllers, but I watch them play with that damn radio wheel, and it seems to take way too long to get what they want. And if you have a bar here at the bottom, all I got to do is hit number 1, bang, I'm eating. Hit number 2, I'm using that, you know. It's so simple. You can be in the middle of a fight, wham, and you could use a potion by hitting a number instead of having to get to your radio and then go back out again. But to each their own, my friend. To each their own. To each their own when it comes to character development, when it comes to character creation, when it comes to how you play the game, where you go, what weapons you use. I'm just going to try to give you a few clues and hints on the things that I like to do, which aren't always right. But at the same time, impaled skeleton. The arrows embedded in this leathery skin cannot be removed without breaking them. Yep. He had a bad day. So I start wondering here because, like, wait, where's the bracelet? Wait a minute. Take off your... There it is. Hey, it's smaller now. Look at that. I don't think I realized that. It looks a lot smaller than it used to. Or am I just wrong? Anyway. About the lore and all that kind of stuff, it's like, okay, if you're in this place, no matter when you die, how you die, whatever, you always respawn. And same thing with the NPCs and the critters. I mean, that's why you kill everything off in one area, you come back, they're back again. These guys must have been pre-history. I don't see a goat. Or they didn't have the bracelets. So if you come in here without a bracelet and you end up dead, that's your ass. Or I could be wrong. Who knows? Oh yeah, don't forget about him. Let's go say hi to the Batman. What's up, dude? Fly off. Oh, you're big and scary, you son of a bitch. Come here. Come here. This poor fella.
Gods curse this sandstorm.
Curse this
We were
sandstorm.
forced to take refuge before the wind scoured the skin from our faces.
You know what I forgot to do?
There was something in the storm.
I gotta spend my
Beasts.
attribute points. I think
You
I
hear
just
the
screwed
skittering
up
of
everything.
their paws outside the ruins, and their howls mingled with the screaming winds.
I know.
The men are scared. I've put them to work crafting rudimentary weapons and torches from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place. I've yet to meet a beast that liked fire.
Or the bite of the axe. Okay, so he's told his story. We don't need his journal anymore. Just gives you an idea of what you're going to run into. Attribute points, we have 3. Now, you can do whatever you want. There's strength, which gives you strength with strength weapons. It also adds a little bit to what you can carry, slightly. Agility helps you move faster, helps you with agility weapons. Vitality is life, hit points. Authority helps you with how much damage your thralls can do, or your followers, or your recruits, or your friends, or whatever you want to call them. And how much concussive damage you can deal. We'll come to that later. Grit is very important because it determines the size of your stamina pool and has a direct effect on armor. So the more grit you have, the more stamina you have, the more natural armor you have. But in the very beginning of the game, I like to start with expertise because it gives you, it determines the weight that you may carry. And if you're going to start this game and you're going to go for armor and if you're going to go for weapons and all that, it's good to have some expertise. Plus, by the time you get to the first perk, Survivalist, tools lose durability half as quickly and hunger and thirst deplete 33% slower, so it's easier to survive. But here's what I like to do. I'll split them up between these: grit, expertise, and vitality. Boom, boom, boom. That way they all equal out about the same. and then you can start with authority to go knock out someone, or I usually save these for last. Strength and agility, that's usually later. So we're gonna go with that for now. What's my next journey step? Search for more survivors. All right, let's see. Normally that happens when you come through there, so we're gonna back up a little bit. There. That's kind of janky. Searching for more survivors should not click, in my opinion, until you go down to the river and find people who are actually still alive. Now we're gonna need to pick up rocks. Is that the right one? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Pick up some stones. We're gonna pick up some branches. But you can do whatever you want. You can pick up stones and you can just run through and pick up stuff randomly, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need things to make weapons out of and to make tools out of. Here's our first branches. 1, 2. Here's some more over here. No. Alright, towards the river. There should be a bunch of them laying around here somewhere. There's the broken bridge. Shattered bridge. Okay, so it seems like now, once again, since the update and the enhanced version, it seems like I start at the same place in the desert every time. The path, the broken highway that leads to the shattered bridge. Because there are other starting points. Anyway, let's go find some more branches. So yeah, this game, it'll hook you. It really will. It has me. Some people can't stand it. Some people just don't get it. When I first started playing it, I didn't quite get it, and I was having a hard time for all kinds of things. Like right now, I need to find a few more sticks. I could make some stuff, but I don't want to. I'm trying to follow the journey steps. All right, let's get away from them drums. Here we go. 2, 3. All right, now I got some sticks. Now, there's your first enemies you normally encounter, unless you run by them too fast. See that little nugget-looking dude over there? He's an imp. There's a sorceress corruption story behind that, but we'll get into that later. Right now, since we have some stuff, let's see, that's not, I think the safe spot's over here. If you look up in my left-hand corner, underneath my health bar, which is red, stamina bar, which is yellow, you will see hunger, which is the stomach, thirst, which is the water droplet. Yeah, I know she's thirsty. And we'll have some of that right now by pressing 4. See how easy that is? Temperature gauge, very important. Weight. And then we have the little house symbol. Right here, should be pretty safe from a sandstorm. That's how you, if you don't have any way to get away from the sandstorm, you try to find a place like this, you hunker down, you use your bandages to heal, and you should survive. But what you want to do, stand up. Come on, why are you stuck? If I hit crouch, get back up. Okay. She's like, because you're ornery, and I'm not listening to you. Oh yeah, we need to make some stuff. Since we shouldn't have a sandstorm coming in at the moment, we're going to go ahead and make our stuff to begin with. We have some more attribute points. We're going to go back to expertise. We're going to go into knowledge. We're going to start with weapons. Warrior. Click that twice. Left click. I don't know what you do on a controller. That's free. I have 3 points to spend, but everything we'll spend right now is pretty much going to be free points until I need, so we can come down here, we can do defender. Basically, at the beginning of the game, you can make your stone tools, and you can make your wooden shield without spending any points. Come down here to bruiser. You can make your stone maul, big sword. skirmisher, daggers, which I like to start with, stone throwing axe, spear, bone claws, archer. To me is very important. Some people leave this out. You play how you want. And then we go back over here to cornerstones. We need to learn the primitive cook. The journey steps will tell you this, but if you do it, it should count already. Armor is already checked. You learn weaver when you start making your coarse tunic and other clothing, but you don't learn actual armorer until level 10. None of these religions I can learn all of them for 50 points, or I can go find them and learn. So we're going to jump back out of here, go back to attributes. We're good. I'm going to go into our inventory and we're going to make, what does it want us to make first? Stone pick, of course. In the beginning, I mean, it can be wide open and chaotic, or you can slow the hell down. Excuse my language. I got busted by Miss Kathy Ann the other day on a live stream. She said language. I'm sorry, Miss Kathy Ann. I don't mean to be such a barbarian. It just happens. All right, we got our pick. Okay, now I'm gonna make some daggers, and I'm gonna make a bow, and we're gonna make some more daggers. Because you can start this game however you want. This is how I like to do it. Where'd them extra daggers go? There you go. I'm going to put you over here. Move you over here. Alright, my mouse isn't keeping up with my thoughts. Alright, so now we have 2 sets of stone daggers, which are nice. And it says it only does bleed with a 10% armor pen. But if you watch, you'll see that it does more than bleed. Let's go to J. Not yet. First, we got to do some harvesting. We're going to behave ourselves to do some harvesting. She's getting hungry, so let's have some food. See that? I'll push number 4. She's eating. Harvest stone. Gaining levels, harvesting stone. Alright. Now, we need to do some more stuff. Look at that. Look at the sentinels off in the distance. I love the view distance in this game now. It's great. We're going to cut to... I got more attributes, so we're going to go grit this time. Back to knowledge. We have 5 more points, which I don't have to worry about just yet. And this is a nice addition to the game here. Storage Master. If you didn't get the Battle Pass editions or the stuff you can buy from the Bazaar, these do the same thing. They don't look as good, but it's... Oh my goodness, she's so thirsty. Here, have a drink. You okay now? Have another drink. See, it won't be as bad by the time we get to level 5. Where was I? I'm totally screwing things up. Talking about things instead of playing the game. Boxes. This box will only take wood and things from getting wood, like bark and branches and so on. This is for skinning, foraging, blood crystal, metal working, and mining. It just helps people like me who make a mess of their loot or their crates. You know, one box with everything in it, from a shellback head to a legendary weapon. This helps that. Keep things organized. Okay, journey step. Bedroll. And I think the next one, let's craft a bedroll. Bedroll is for what it says it's for. If I run over here, or if you run over there onto the river and you die, and you don't have a bedroll, you will end up respawning back out there. Back out there where you started, either in that spot or one of the other ones. But if you have a bedroll, which I'll just go put down over here to start the game, you click it, place it, bang. Now I will, or she will, I should say, respawn here. So way over there. So it's very important. Now in the Reaver challenge or in the Nomad challenge, there is no bedroll, because once you die, you're done. It's permadeath. But in this game I'm playing here is not permadeath. So if I'm in a really tough spot, like say the Mountains of the Dead, and I didn't put a bedroll down nearby, that's just a bad move. Because you can wake up and respawn. Say the Mounds of the Dead are way up here on the left-hand northwest side of the map. And it's very difficult. If you don't put a bedroll down and your base is down here on the river, that's where you'll respawn. If you don't have a bed, you'll end up in the damn desert. So, bedrolls, very important. Next step, slay an enemy. It used to be make an axe and cut a tree, I think, or is that part of a different one? So the easiest way to start out learning how to battle or fight is to don't think of it like a lot of other games. Don't think of it like World of Warcraft or a role-playing game where you stand there and push a button and then everything happens for you. You actually have to do the moves, make the attack, get out the way, things like that. Like, watch. All right, I'm gonna get out the way. Let him attack. Get out the way. Let him attack. See? Now I'm attacking him. And he's one of the easier ones. You can stun these little guys. There's certain enemies in here you cannot stun, but they can stun the hell out of you. So if you just walk up to one and start smacking. All right, so I'll come back to him in a second. Watch this. Watch what happens if I just walk up and smack him. He's gonna smack me back. See? Look, and it hurts. So if you don't want to get hit, don't stand there and let them hit you. And you can see how nice, look at, she is an absolute mess. Look at you. Clean that shit up. What's wrong with you? Heal up. There you go. That was the next journey step. Heal yourself. Okay, she's all cleaned up now. Looking good. And we got 3 dead enemies that we can take advantage of. So what we're gonna do is make a skinning knife. Although the game doesn't tell you everything, if you go in here and slow down like I don't do sometimes. Sometimes I'll look at a screen like this and totally miss parts of it and not figure out how things work. But skinning knife makes total sense. If you want hide to make leather, to make armor, you need hide. Craft your skinning knife. Drop it in your, already got it in my bar. So now watch. That's giving me hide and some feral flesh, but you'll notice I'm getting more hide than flesh. If you want more flesh, use a cleaver, because you can make a stone cleaver for gathering flesh, meat. You can make a hatchet. That'll gather a little bit of everything. Say bone, flesh, hide, and pick does kind of the same thing, but it matters on what the corpse is. You'll learn that as you play. Say if you kill a spider and you want ichor, use a pick. Or anything that has ichor in it, use a pick. If you want something else, you have to use a different tool. It takes a minute to realize all this, but you'll figure it out. And you see a lot of this extra stuff, you won't get that with the base package. A lot of that has come from me playing over the years, gaining bizarre items and DLCs and things like that. But none of that I can use at the beginning of the game except this Relic Hunter torch, which works great. So I will be making one of those. Alright, so healed myself, and I think that journey's over. No, refill my water skin and access and do the cooking, of which I've already done that. Okay, so we're going to go down to the river now. Grab a few more items on the way. Let's see. Got through here. All right. A couple more of these guys, and it's early XP too. That's the other thing. Rip. Hey, look now. I can hit both of them, and then I can get out of the way and watch them die. Here come 2 more. Oh, excuse me, fellas. Uh-oh. He's gonna blow up. Boom! Crazy, huh? Little exploding imps. We're gonna get some more of that hide. All right, now we're gonna get our water skin filled up. We're gonna get down to the river. Down to the river. Ah! Going for a swim. Down in the water. Okay, let's look at the water and hit your skin. Boom, it'll fill it up. If you want to drink without it, that's one of the things I didn't understand when I first started playing, because I wasn't even playing survival games at all. Was how to drink water. I was like, how does this work? I didn't know how to drink water. But you can look at it and press E, and she'll drink water. But she won't take any right now because she's full. And her skin's full. Okay, so here's where you need to make decisions. Excuse me, this is the easiest area to survive on the map, is down here on this river. If you want a good place to start building up levels and start building up materials and things like that. I mean, you could run off to the jungle, which could be a little more difficult because there's more dangerous animals there at the beginning of the game. You can run up here, which is going to be more difficult because the NPCs hit a lot damn harder. You don't want to go here. This is the unnamed city. They'll just send you back crying. So it's an open world. You can do what you want, but there are limitations to what you can do at the beginning of the game. All right, so here we are. We got some aloe. We'll go pick some aloe. And what that'll do for you is not only can you use it right off the bat, let's see, and it'll help a little bit with 1 point of food. I'm not sure if it heals you. It might. Let's see, 199. Use the aloe. 201. Yes, it slightly heals you and it gives you a little bit of food. But it's better off used by going into your inventory. And we see here it says weak aloe potion. Craft mini. Confirm. Now we have a better and faster way to heal. All you have to do, I'll show you here in just a second. We're going to go over here and we're going to talk to Mrs. Shaleback about some dinner, because she's alone and sometimes you have to take advantage of that in a survival situation. Mrs. Shaleback, I hate to bother you, but I'm hungry. Stamina. If you see yourself running out of stamina, back off. Start moving sideways and it'll come back. See? And do it again. Moving sideways. Stamina comes back. And then your enemy's dead. Now, if I was to stand in front of her and just, like, say if I had a sword or a club, she might whoop my ass, because this is barbaric. Everything hits harder. And you don't hit quite as hard. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take her, we're going to make a cleaver. As you can see, I got a little feral flesh, but how did I make 2 stone skinning knives? I don't remember doing that. We're going to bring you down, and we're going to get some meat. Meat is meat. Savory flesh is better. That's right. Now we got our meat. We're gonna cut across here. Not sure where I'm gonna build on this one. I like to be down on the river. I don't want to be too far away from the dregs. I don't want to be too far away from Arcos. I've built on this island. I've built over here. I've built over there. I've built over... Let's think about that. Let's do some quick cooking. We'll shoot across here and have a little bite to eat. Make a little campfire. Let's see. There's a crocodile that likes to hang out just over there. But at this spot right here, we should be pretty safe. I don't know if this tree will protect you from the storm. It should, but it won't. Because the storms come from that direction. But if you go to this side, I'll show you where we're at. Right on this little long island here by the shattered bridge. You run back over here. At one time, there was NPCs spawning here, and then they quit spawning here, and then they came back with one, and then they quit again, and now they're gone. I don't know what that's all about, but you can't use any of the pre-made fires in this game. It's just what it is. You can't use them. I don't understand that. For immersion, see, that's a pretty good spot. It's not the best. Or is this one over here better? No, that's the one. Right here, you can get a fairly good amount of protection from the storm. It'll still kill you if you don't have your stuff ready. It's getting dark, so let's make a campfire. You make that in your inventory. She's hungry, so we're going to have some roasted haunch. We're going to make a campfire, and it's not letting me. There, craft. Roasted haunch is all gone. We're going to place our campfire. Click it. Access it with E. I wonder if I have to change my settings again. Because the one setting that I will change is the attack button. And that really doesn't make the game any easier. The problem I have with it is, well, this is cooking, I'll show you. We need this little fuel for that. Probably gonna need some more fuel. I need to make an axe, or not an axe, but a hatchet. I need some more branches. And of course I just burned up my branches. I know where there's some over here. A whole beach full of them. There's usually a pile of them laying right over here. Come on, where are you? Okay, I see him. Nope. Here we go. There's one. It's being stingy because it's on Barbaric. 3. Oh, I don't want to fight you right now. Alright, fine. Gonna be like that. Jump over him. Stick him a couple times. Get away. Hey! Oh, you knew my plan that time, didn't you? I'm sorry, you. What you got now? Go and bleed. Hey! There we go. See that? What level is she? Ah, my goodness. Level 8 with stone daggers on Barbaric. And it took nothing to kill this croc. So, remember that. If you want to. There's other ways to do it. You can use a spear, and you can keep them at bay, and it'll cripple them. You can run around. You can use whatever weapons you want. I'm just partial to using daggers at the beginning of the game after playing it for so long. Now we're going to run back over here. Get off. Grab a couple more of these. Let's see. Hey! This is not a bad spot. I might build right here. My first playthrough. My official... Well, it wasn't my first base. My first base was a little box I put up on a hill over there. Because the damn hyenas kept killing me and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. My first decent base was built on the other side of this cliff, or this rise, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, no. What I need to do is make the Stone hatchet. Get the names right. People won't know what the hell you're talking about. You can see what we got from the croc. We got reptile hide, which you can turn into leather. And you can also make some decent, really good medium armor from it if you do the dregs. We'll get to that later. I think you can watch Angar's videos on that. He'll show you all about that. That's where I learned it. Where am I going? Stone hatchet. Number 4. We're going to take down a tree. Some vines, which I can't use, but I can make twine out of it with a tanner's table. But you can feed it to your horses and rhino and stuff like that. I think maybe I don't know if the rhino eat twine or not. I know the horses will. Alright, we got some wood. I'm gonna come back over here. Make us a torch. Cook up some food. I'll show you the difference between these meats too. And since we don't have any storage at the beginning of the game, what I'm gonna do is drop some stuff in here. I really don't need those yet. I'll keep the hides though, because they can be very important. We can eat these. You can eat the bees too. We'll leave you there. How about that? All right, now we got 12 steak. Cook raw meat is done. Eat a good meal. You can see I've done this before. Journey Survivor, done. Now, go in. What that does for you is it opens up more journeys, and it also gives you a reward. So if you come over here, once it's glowing yellow border, you're done with it. It opened up survival shelter, warrior, archer. This one's really important to me, early game, especially if you're doing a nomad run or a challenge. This is very important. Because look at this prize, you get ironhead arrows and a better bow at the beginning of the game if you do this. So we're going to go to survival shelter, and then what this does is it gets you building. But I still think this stone hatchet should be part of the survivor, not the builder. That's just me and just about everybody else that plays the game that thinks that. But anyway, we're going to go back to survivor. We're going to claim this reward, and we're going to see what it gives us. Supply materials. And now if you're out on the run doing missions or just raiding camps or exploring and you get supply materials, unless you're on Sipta and you're trying to find the Gravedigger or a better weapon, don't open it. Because right now it only weighs 5. If I open it, it's going to get a lot heavier. I just got 500 stone out of that and 500 plant fiber. So now I'm a lot heavier. That 5 turned into a lot more. 3378 minus the 63 I already had. Same thing with the plant fiber. But that's going to help me a lot at the beginning of this game, because first of all, we need to make a lot of twine. You make twine in your inventory. We're going to craft 10, 20, 30 to start with. I need some wood for the torch. Give me some of that campfire wood, thank you. You can craft now from storage, but you can't craft from a campfire, it seems. Alright. Normally you can only make the improvised torch at the beginning of the game. But if you go into knowledge, you can open torchbearer at level 7, which should be open. Oh no, just requires torch at level 7. Right there. So I can click that. And now in my inventory, I can make a regular torch. But the best torch I can make came from a battle pass. And if you want to call making a good torch buying to win, I don't really go for that, because it's not going to help me much, except for I don't have to make the torch as much because it lasts longer. So I'm crafting it. So now we have a torch. Wow, got a torch. What happened to the journey step? Journey. It used to be make a torch and all that. Is it in here? Wooden box, box maker, ceiling, door, walls. Oh, was that the old journey steps that you had to make a torch? That must have been the old ones. Anyway. We will end here. Let's see. We'll drop some of the stone for a minute. Drop some of this. Drop some of that. I'm going to talk about the meat that I just made. Alright, here we got grilled steak. We eat the grilled steak. Wait, that's not how you do it. And we go into our stats. It's giving us 3 points of healing for every 3 seconds. Okay? If we go and we eat... Where's the other one? Feral flesh, which becomes shredded roast. Let's go fight somebody and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll probably take this dude out. Fighting NPCs at the beginning of the game is a little risky, especially if they have a bow. So you want to watch out for the archers. And you have no stamina. Friendly attributes to spend. Yes. That's going into vitality. We're going back to grit. And we're going back to expertise and grit. Alright. Let's see, what we got over here? It looks like a dagger man, or maybe a... We'll get him to come this way. Oh, big sword. Okay, come over here. What you got for me? See, that would have hurt if I just stand there and let him hit me. Bam. And he's dead. If I'd stood in front of that sword and let him hit me, that would have hurt a lot. I'll take your arrows. I don't need your stone sword, thank you. And he didn't do any damage, but even though it's kind of gruesome, I need hide and stuff. Hey, rabbit. Thank you for your service. And I don't want your damn sword. So, human flesh. Yes, you can be a cannibal in this game if you want to, but I'm not. It also is used for other things. But basically, if I use this, and I go into my stats, I'm still on 3 points of healing every second. It's not as good. I'll show you in a minute if I get hurt. Let's go somewhere and fight something so I can get hurt. Let's go here. But yeah, I mean, they've done a lot to this game. Some people complain about the river. It's like, yeah, I mean, you don't normally get tidal waves like this. They're not tidal waves, but, you know, on a small river. But whatever, man. The Exiled Lands aren't a normal place. If you've never been here, you should. And then you'll see what I'm talking about. So what I like to do early game is try to stay away from too much trouble. Oh, and use the right weapon. Come over here. Look out. Change your weapon. I thought I already did. See, they will hurt you. Now I got two of them on me. One of them's dead, and I have no stamina. Sideways, sideways, sideways. See? Stamina comes back. Wait till she strikes and get her out the way. Sideways. Let her do her thing, and go back. Wow. And she bleeds out. And you gain a level. One thing to know about these staggers, if you use light attack, it'll stun them and it'll hurt them. But if you use heavy attack, when they start spinning like that, that causes the bleed, which changes everything. We're gonna grab some more hide, a little bit of meat. All right, now let's see if this changes now. Let's go to attribute stats. Nothing's going on. Go in here, we'll have a piece of shredded roast. Go back to our stats. It's no different. I thought it was less healing than the steak. I could have sworn it used to be less healing than the steak. It's not what I'm seeing now. Anyway, we have another attribute point that's going in vitality. We have knowledge points we can spend. Can't make the box yet. What else can we do? Can't do that yet. Usually get to level 10 before you do a whole lot of spending. We can do our construction. So we're going to open that. And that will allow us to get in here and we can do stair maker, roofing, fence maker. And now we can build. All right. It is kind of fading in and out a little bit. I've got to change my settings back. I don't know. You guys let me know. Does it look okay or am I just pissing about for nothing? So, let's go back to our fire. Oh, where you at? Over here. We have some more steak we can cook. Some more hide to put away. Seeds are useful for making oil. All types of seeds will give you oil. And for making gruel, which we don't need yet. But I can drop it in here for now. But if you put plant fiber and gruel in here, and seeds, watch. It'll automatically make the gruel. See? Easy food when you got nothing else. Plant fiber and seeds makes gruel. But you have to have wood in here, branches. You can even burn plant fiber, but it burns really fast. Okay. This isn't my normal playthrough. My normal playthroughs, I just go and play and have a good time with it. And I'm going to do that. But I'm trying to do a little bit of teaching as I go because I'm not the best at this game. Never claimed to be. But I have learned a lot about it over the years. How about that? All right, so what we're going to do here, before we do any building, we're going to go over here to one of my favorite loot boxes early game. And I'll try to explain to you how I started the practice run for the Reaver Challenge, which is a lot different than anything I've ever done before, and I'm going to eventually do one of those. I'm thinking about live streaming it. Basically, when I started the Reaver Challenge, you start out with nothing. You can't make anything. You can't even use your inventory to make things like fire or campfire or tools or any weapons. So, the idea was to run from here, avoid everything, get to the water, cross the water, and end up right exactly where I'm standing. You can come over here. Once upon a time, this was a very dangerous spot. This spot used to be called Chaos Corner by a lot of the players. I think it was probably Angar that dubbed it Chaos Corner, but there were like 5 crocodiles here and 2 or 3 NPCs that would constantly fight. And it's like, why the hell would you put your camp right here in the middle of all these crocodiles? But it was hilarious. I had a nice base over there, and I think I'm going to build there this time. And just sit there and watch them, and they'd get up and fight the crocs for a minute and die, and I'd come over here and kill the crocs and steal their stuff. But this box always has, not always, but you can usually get potions, bedrolls, twine, things like that. Sometimes you can find a tent in there. Sometimes you can find bandages. And at the beginning of the game, there's some berries and some seeds and some stuff. You can just do this too. But if you're playing a Reaver challenge, you have no way to heal yourself. So if you do get hit by something between there and where I'm going to show you next, you'll be in a lot of trouble. So basically, we hit that. Then we get one of these. We ran down the river. There's a couple spots here that you have to worry about because not all these green shellbacks will attack you. See, they won't bother me at all. And if you don't have food, oh, there's no eggs in this one. But there's always a chance of eggs in the nests. Berries you can pick, bugs you can pick grubs up off the ground and eat them. And a lot of these NPCs along the river, you'll find will drop food. If we get over here, you'll find the next larger shellback, which who knows? The green ones could be the females, and the reddish ones could be the males, or it could be vice versa. I'm not sure. Because these guys are designed after an ancient Japanese demon god thing called a kappa. Look it up. It's pretty wild. But he's gonna get mad, watch. See? And that's gonna make her mad. Usually. Just him. Okay. Let's see if we can fight you. Come over here. Yeah. Hey, I got away. And if you can use the terrain to your advantage. See? He hits harder than the green ones do. So, thank you, sir. I'm gonna have a little bit of that hide and a little bit of flesh. And we're gonna go down here and say hi to the adherent sorcerer. And there's one of the early game bosses. He's standing over there on that little island. He's right there. Hello! How are you today? This is how you get to Sipta. Take me to the Isle of Sipta. Not yet. Here we go. Stone pick, even if you didn't want to make anything. Say the Reaver Challenge. I just picked up my first tool. Rough wraps. Twined, which you don't need in the Reaver Challenge, but I'll take the bed, I'll take all this crap. To start, because I'm not playing the Reaver Challenge. Woo! And we're also going to do this. Because there's a new journey down here. Travel to the Isle of Sipta. You can get some good supply materials. And it's so simple. Talk to the sorcerer. There's one here, where we are just past the Shattered Bridge. There's one over here at Narrow Neck Span. And there's one all the way over here at Sepamaru. Over here. So we're going to say hello, and we're going to go to Sipta for a minute. Bam! It's that simple. No ship needed, no captain needed. We're on Sipta, and this is where we're at. All the way over to the west of the island. If you don't have Sipta, buy it. It's well worth the money. A lot of people have bypassed Sipta all these years, but now, especially since you can do both games at once, it can be a lot of fun. So we're on Sipta. This is not where we're going to stay. I just did this to get through the opening sequence. But that's a good early camp to loot, right there. You never know what you're going to get. You get a good weapon, you can get good fighters. We'll be back to do that later. Some dogs out here. They're not too hard to kill, but they will bite you and cripple you, just like the hyenas. You can see the Giant King influence over here. One thing about Sipta, there's no sandstorms. There's a giant maelstrom that happens in the middle of the island, which spawns crazy Lovecraftian creatures. If you don't know who H.P. Lovecraft is, look him up. Some wild stories, man. It's a deep rabbit hole once you start, but some wild stories. But once you move inland from this point, anywhere along this coast, you're going to find very tough pirates, undead, and all kinds of fun stuff. So we're going to talk to Miss Outer Dark over here, and we're going to head back. Take me to the Exiled Lands. And that's a shot of the dregs, if you don't know. Now we're back where we started, back in the Exiled Lands. And guess what? We can go into our journey, go down here, click on travel to Isle of Sipta, and claim the reward. Now we have more supply materials. We come up here, we still haven't, oh, I've claimed that one already. Now we're going to go work on survival shelter. Most of these journey steps now will count before you do them, or before you click on the right one to make it work. Or if you do it previously, it should count. But some of them won't, and this is one of them. Because you can tell I've already cut down a tree. So what we're going to do is we're going to make another hatchet. Right? Right. Here, let me have that. Let's make another hatchet real quick. And look, there's Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Right there. Whack. Iron. It's not much, but there's more right over there. And downriver, there's a bunch of it. And over that way, there's a whole pile of it, but there's a bunch of mean-ass rocknos that will ruin your day early game. So, back over here. Chop, chop. Cut, cut. Wood, wood. Take tree down. All right. Now. That was weird. Did you see that? She was walking on water there for a second. Try that again. Look at that. Go for a little swim. Oh, and I can't be 100% sure, but I have tested it a couple of times, and I swear I think it's faster to go underwater when you're swimming. You just move faster. So, if you're in a hurry, if you want to get across a big piece of water, start swimming. Underwater. You got to come up for air every once in a while. Let's see, but I'm going to cut across here. And in this game, I think I'm going to slow down a little bit, and I'm going to play it the classic way by concentrating my efforts to the Noob River area and seeing who I can find to help me out along the way. And I have my choice of Noob River bosses that I could knock out. And I also have the chance of finding named crafters. You wouldn't think so, since this is the starting area, but you can find named crafters up and down this river and right through here. And they're only early level exiles. Now, just like the fighters, they won't have a lot of HP and they won't hit very hard, but a named exile will mess you up if you let them. So, where are we? We're going to pick a place to build, and I think I'm going to start right here in this nice little pretty green spot. Isn't it beautiful? Right here. And we have lots of stone to start with. And we'll start with something simple and small, and it's going to get larger as we play the game. So you can make fun of my beginner base if you want. I don't care. I don't care. So give me this, give me this. So take half of that. Split. Control or shift? Shift. Hold shift, move it. Hold shift. Move it with left click, or hold down left click, and now you can split it in half, or you can do whatever numbers you want. So give me that. We got some more steak. Bring that down here, and you can see in this game, food goes bad. Unlike some other games. In 7 Days to Die, you can have food that'll last you forever. In this game, it goes bad. and it'll make putrid meat, which you can use for other things, which we'll come to later. But right now, we're going to go into our inventory, and we need to make a construction hammer. Simple dimple. Give me the construction hammer. Where did I put it? There you are. Which I like to keep over here. It's good to keep your hotbar situated the way you like it. That way, if you're playing and you need a quick, you know, say if I'm using my bow and I'm like, oh shit, he's getting too close, I need my daggers. Bang, I got my daggers. Or if I need food, bang, I can eat. I don't have to bring up a wheel. I don't have to wonder where they are and search for them. And she is so heavy. What happened? I got too much stuff. Let me drop off a couple things. Drop that. Ooh, I can set this bed up real quick, which we will do later. Building is not allowed here, but it's allowed there. That's because of the spawn point. It's not even used anymore. All right, now we got a bed. We will spawn at that bed instead of the bedroll if we choose. Now let's go over here and get a little hut put up. And we're going to start with something simple. Facing north. Come back here. See these grubs? You can pick that up. You can eat it. Bang. Food. Let's see. Back door is going to be right about here. So let's go right here. Okay. Starting out with our building. We're going to go back to our hammer. I'm going to put us down a foundation. If you go into your... What you do is you hit F when you have your building hammer. And F will take you here, which will give you building pieces. Which at the beginning of the game, you can only make stone brick. Or if you have the SIPTA DLC, you can make flotsam. We're going to go with sandstone. And we're going to hit shift to raise it up a little. And since it's no high spots here, not too many high spots anyway, we're going to use that, bring it up, get it off the ground a little, bang, build the foundation. Let's get our torch up since it's getting dark. And then we're going to build 1, 2, 5, 6. And that's as big as it's going to be to start with. It's going to get a lot bigger, trust me. But you don't have to trust me because you don't know me. Stairs. I think the next step is the door, or is it a window or a wall? Windows also count as walls. So let's do a window. Okay. The next one is build a door frame. Door frame. And this isn't your basic. What I'm using is... I keep doing the wrong thing. I need to go into F. Here's your basic sandstone frame window, which start at the game, which you'll find. This one is an arcane sandstone piece, which has a little more flair to it, a little more design, which came from Battle Pass or Bazaar. I can't remember which one. Probably both. So I just like the way it looks. So we're going to go window here. What's the next one? Building picker? Use the building picker piece. Press middle mouse button while targeting a building piece to select it as your next building piece. So if I want to, say, put a back door on it, I can click my middle mouse button. Come around here. Why is it still a window? Middle mouse button. Okay. Now I got a back door. Bang. That way you don't have to keep going back into your categories and finding what you want. Now it's going to want me to build more walls. So if I just do a regular wall, see, you don't get the sandstone wall decorations are here. What that does, excuse me, let me focus. You have regular sandstone frame, door frame, window. There's your plain wall. But to update the wall, you can add these, and I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. So we're going to choose wall. I'm going to put you in here, put you in here, here, and here. And we'll probably put windows back there. Next journey step is ceiling, which I'm not doing yet. So we're going to finish these windows. So I'm going to use my picker. Is that a window? Yes. Drop it right there. Are you bothering me over there? I thought I heard a gator. I mean a croc. Hey, get up on that wall. I know he's right over... No, he's over that way. Oh, he's fine. Something else I've noticed here lately, it used to be that NPCs and animals, if you had the door closed on your base, you were safe. But something went wonky in the update, and anything and everything can walk right through your front door and murder you. So just remember that. Window, thank you. Bang. Now we have windows. Let's do door. Arcane door on the front, door on the back. All right. Now we're going to go to ceiling. Now, ceiling is this. That's what they count for ceiling, because that's what you'll use if you build a 2-story base. So I'm going to put one in, and then we're going to get rid of it. And how you get rid of it is you right-click, and then hit left-click. If you want to bring your piece back, point away, and hit right-click, and you bring it back. So I got my journey steps done. I need to build a door, which I've already done, and it didn't count it. So I didn't do it in okay. Fine. I'll build another one. So right-click, delete, by left-click, hit right-click again. Where are you going? Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's go back to the door, add the door. Unlock the box maker knowledge. Okay, we're going to go into that. Knowledge. Box maker. Very important early game. Unlock. Ooh, storage master. How many points? Cost 1. Oh, I'm definitely doing that. Oh, that's so good that it's early game too. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you to the devs who put this in the game. Thank you. Okay, I'm back out of that. I'm going to do something real quick just to show you how to make things easier on yourself. We're going to go into gameplay. We're going to go to... where is it? It's down here. Auto switch. Next. No. See, there's all kinds of things. I don't... Auto switch next locked target. I don't do locks, so I don't do that. Auto switch next journey. I just want to show the journey. Show land. Show signs. Send. Allow. Rotatable control. That's not it. I thought it was in here. I must be doing something wrong. I could have sworn it was right there. That's video stuff. See, I have everything set to medium. I could probably boost it up for this, but then I'd have to change settings again. Let's just go to high and see what happens. No. All of them. Put them on high. Anyway, I can't find it. It should be right there. Toggle shortcut, send new shortcut. It should be so simple. Controller style movement, forward, attack, show weapons, signs, mods, automatic connect to server, landowners, battle standards, show sheathed weapons, don't show. So you could put that on or off, which I don't mind. Show for all players, show only for me. So we'll do that. I can't find where it brings up your journey settings up here. So I'm not going to waste your time. Come on. Yeah, there's a setting somewhere to where you could have your journey settings showing up in the right-hand corner, and I have it turned off. There's also contextual controls over here in the right-hand corner, which I have turned off. Just to get rid of that. So yeah, I'm not perfect, and I can't remember everything, and I have more attributes to spend. And we're going to go into expertise, and I'm going to kick out of that, and we're going to go to number 4, F, roofing. And what's it telling me I need? Branches. Let's go get some branches. I think I've got a bunch of them right over here. Oh. Am I lagging again? Is that causing me lag? Yeah, I don't like that. Let's go back. Forgive me. Messing with the settings in the middle of the game. I ain't supposed to do that. Graphics quality, we'll put it back on. What happened? Video. We'll put everything back on medium. Resume. I thought I was going to crash there for a second. Is that better? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. All of a sudden, things just don't look right. But we're going to finish this. Grab some more branches, which I think they're right over here. And I have another thing of supply materials I need to open. I see we just ran out of stamina. You lose stamina at the beginning of the game. Real easy. We're going to need that. Let's see if we get any supply crate. Oh, look at that. Nice. If you don't know, that right there is a high quality weapon. It looks like a piece of junk, but it's a high quality weapon. And so is the Gravedigger. It's a high quality spear, yet it looks like a shovel. And this actually, if you're on SIPTA, will dig up grave markers for you, and you can get loot. But what I don't have is a weapon repair kit yet. And since this is really, really low, I'm going to wait till I get a kit, and I'll show you that these can be fixed. So we didn't get any materials out of that. Oh no, we did. We got silverstone. I think silverstone and 2 weapons. So supply materials are not to be sneezed at. They work out great for you in the end. All right, so we need more branches. Let's get some more branches. You can get branches by chopping trees. You get wood and branches. We got 44 branches. Let's get some more. All right, so we got our branches. We're going to head back over here to our little hut. I don't know. This seems to be moving a little slower than normal. That's another thing that happens. You get to playing and you get your character up to level 60, and you're such a monster that you can roll up and down this river about 3/4 of the map and kill everything and anything in your sight like it. They're just weaklings, and you forget how difficult it is at the beginning of the game. Happens all the time. All right, so let's get this woman some roof pieces made. We're gonna get our hammer back. Where'd you go? 4F corner roof piece. Should work. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, I hate that. This way. Right there. Up there. Turn around. No. What is the problem? Am I choosing the wrong one? No. All right, let's do you first. This way. Thank you. Put you on. This way. Sometimes I've noticed here lately that you don't have to keep hitting your mouse to make things move. I'm looking at the piece, and now I'm going to look up. I'm looking down. I'm looking up. Looking down. Looking up. Now, corner. No. What'd you go that way for? There we go. Give me my corners. No. Give me the corner. Spin around, you stupid piece of roofing. Spin around. It doesn't like that corner for some reason. I don't understand. It's no different than the other corner. What is your problem? Come on. It won't. What is the problem here, people? What? I thought they fixed. Try the front corner. Spun right into place. Look, it was there. There it is, finally. All right, now I can cap this off. I got a roof cap right here. Watch. Boom. Completely done. But I'm going to leave this open for a reason. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to leave it open. Look at the light I'm having in here. I have a sunroof. The sandstorm is not going to get me because I can hide right here. Right here. If you stand in front of the window, the sandstorm will get you. But if you hide here, you're fine. It's not coming through the roof. With the new update, the lighting is more realistic, yes. And I think the torch looks great. But at night, especially if you have older eyes like I do, like say I can't read, say if I pick up something to read and I'm looking at it inside a house, I have to have reading glasses. If I go outside the house in the sunshine, I might not need those reading glasses. So in a situation like this, once I put my benches in and when it gets dark, I can put torches in here, but the light still is a little dim. Even during the daytime. I'm going to show you too. Let's put that back in. Let's put that, we're going to go with that cap. It just, you lose light. So, we're going to go with the open ceiling plan. And now we have a home. We need to make a box. Let's do number 4. Let's see, did we get that journey step yet? No, we need to do the box. Let's make a box. We go to decorations. I don't understand why boxes are called decorations because they're actually usable. They're not just to look at, but that's where they keep them. So if you want a box, go to decorations, go to storage. And look at all these boxes we can build now. Isn't that awesome? But since it's the beginning of the game, we're going to start with the same old, plain old box. I'm going to drop it right here. So you come through the door. I'm going to put it over here. Bang. Now we don't have to carry everything everywhere we go. We can drop our plant fiber. We can drop our stuff. We can drop our cleaver until we need it. I'm going to put this over here because I like to keep it on me. Iron until we can make a furnace. Both of these awesome weapons that I just got at the beginning of the game. Silverstone. When we make a furnace, we're going to use that. She might be able to make a furnace. We'll find out here in a minute. 1 seed I don't need. I'm not going to save 1 seed. There's 70 crystal. That's going to come in handy. We're just going to drop all this stuff over there to show you. Also, what I like to do is hit heaviest first. That way, if you get over encumbered and you're in a fight, you can turn it on real quick, drop your first item or two, and then you can move. Because if you get over encumbered, you get slowed down. Really slowed down. All right, we got our box. So our journey step should be done. Claim reward. And that gives us a handy dandy survival kit. Open that up, we get healing wraps, lasting feast, which is great. Because at the beginning of the game, you're out either looting, or you're building, or you're mining, harvesting. Gives you 45 carrying capacity. Plus 45, I should say. Also, what did it give us? A torch. I think that was it. The bedroll. We got a bedroll, torch, healing wraps. So it really does help you out at the beginning of the game to do your journey steps. Now that one's done. If we go to our journeys, we will see an open warrior. Warrior is pretty neat. I normally don't finish it because it involves... Well, you can do all this, and then you get brawler hand wraps, which at the beginning of the game, you should be able to make that in your inventory, but you can't. You have to make it in your armorer's bench, and it's really not that much better than what you can already make. So I kind of skipped this one, but it's up to you. You can do all these, especially if you're learning the game. These will teach you things that you might not know, what Sunder is. Sunder helps to destroy some of the armor potential on your enemies, so you can do more damage. Certain weapons apply Sunder. Certain weapons apply cripple. Certain weapons apply bleed. So that'll show you all that stuff. But I like to skip to blacksmith at this point. Unlock the blacksmith knowledge. You can do that at level 10. It's under survival. Blacksmith. Right there, furnace. It'll give you a furnace, blacksmith bench. You can make iron reinforcements, steel reinforcements, iron bars, steel bars, glass flask mold. But to make that, you have to make the casting table, which is big and cumbersome, and I usually do that later on in the game. And let's see, we still have 14 points, so the next best bet would be to go into Tanner, Iron Tools, or where are you? Armorer. Thank you. Now we can make an armorer's bench if we learn this, which will make us light pieces of armor, basic game armor, and all the stuff gives you carry capacity. It'll make medium armor, which comes later, and heavy armor, which comes later. Or you can make the Barbarian set, which gives health points. But to be honest with you, to wear this set at the beginning of the game, you're going to need points and encumbrance that you can afford to carry it on your body. So, I'm going to exit out of that. And I'll close this door. And I think that's as far as we're going to go for the opening video. We have our hut. We don't have any armor made yet. We don't have the furnace made yet, but we can do all that in the next episode. We can go over here to the river, and I'll show you probably one of the first thralls I'm going to try to bring home, one of the first recruits. Is this happy-go-lucky person standing on the other side of the river there? Sam? You never know who it's going to be. It could be one of, I think, 10 or 11 people. Something like that. But you can see they do a lot of damage. They just killed 2. Here we got a male. And I'm going to try my luck and see if I can take him down. Get out the water. What are you doing in the water? Come over here. See, they're hard-headed. Hey, dude. I want some of that armor. Come here. All right. Well, see, look. He would have screwed me up if I stood there. See what I mean? You need to get out the way. Stab. Attack. Attack. Done. Stone daggers. Beginning of the game. I just took out a new river boss. Eric the Slayer. I'm going to take his arrows. And if you're playing on normal settings like Decadent, these guys will drop more stuff. You'll find more loot. Excuse me. How you doing? You good? I ain't gonna bother you. I'll leave you alone. And these guys here also will drop their armor. So you can sometimes get free armor at the beginning of the game, but you got to be able to kill them. And note, these guys or girls, whoever they are much easier to kill than they are to knock out. Especially with that crappy wooden truncheon. But since he left me some goods over here, I'll show you what I was talking about. If I was to use this pick to harvest, we're going to get hide, we're going to get bone, we're going to get flesh. Hide, bone, flesh. If I didn't want bone, I would use the skinning knife. If I just wanted more flesh, here's some eggs, we can take those. And what I'm going to do is get over here back to the house. And we're going to call this an episode. Because I don't want to drag things out. I'll do a little swim, have a little fun in the sun, do a little looting, a little exploring, some gathering up and down the river, things like that. But what I could do real quick, look, bang, I think that's all it takes. Let's show you what it takes to make this furnace before we leave. There we go. We'll always move this later at a better date. Go into our crafting, smithing. Where's the armorer's bench? I mean the furnace. What happened? Smithing. I know I learned it, didn't I? Or did I skip it somehow? I must not have clicked it twice. Okay, now we have our blacksmith knowledge. Go back in here. Crafting, smithing, furnace. Just like that. Easy squeezy. Click. There we go. We got us our first furnace. Open this up. I need wood or coal, which works better, or oil, which works better, but coal is probably my favorite. Or dry wood, which you can make, but that's later on. And then we can make some iron. And I think I actually have just enough, maybe, to make one piece. Get it, give it. Okay. Back out here. Back in our furnace. We got some fuel. We got... No, I don't want stone. You can make brick too, but first I want to see if this is enough. Yes. I couldn't remember if it was 1 for 1 or 2 for 1 or what it was. So now we have some iron bars. It's gonna take a lot more. A lot more. What did I miss out on? I didn't get to journey step. What is wrong? I have to harvest ironstone first. Damn it, I keep forgetting. Some of them you have to do in order. Like, okay, fine. Be like that. We're gonna go get some. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I was gonna end the video, but you know how it is. Sometimes you just gotta keep playing. Sideways. And if you're running, you can let off shift button or whatever button you use to run faster, and you'll gain your stamina back. Kind of like, you know, doing the whole... yeah, there's a bunch of it right over here. Let's just go get this real quick. Nothing here will bother me. And Miss Black Anna can get her iron going properly. She's just so damn mean. I don't know what to do with her. Miss Black Anna. There's easier ways to get up there, but if you didn't know, you can climb in this game. Jump. Point where you want to go. And climb right up the hill. And run out of stamina, you will fall off and die. So be careful. See, it's getting close. Get up there, get up there, get up there. Go, 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 go. All right, she's up. Just enough. Just enough. Okay, so let's go with our pick. We're gonna go over here to the bridge. We're gonna check this book. Wait, watch, I'm gonna show you some ghosts. There they come. Oh, I screwed it up. There they are. They started at the top of the hill and worked their way down. This isn't the second time, this is the second or third time you see these guys. The first one's out in the desert over there. Let's see, we're gonna check their book. You can read this if you like. It's about these two guys traveling around the exile lands trying to figure out what the hell's going on, where they're at. This also teaches you the emote submissive. And if you don't know what emotes are, if you go into your inventory in the R on, when using the keyboard, don't ask me, hold R. That's not working. I just learned it. Submissive. Why can't I emote? What the hell is wrong with this game today? There should be an emote here for submissive. Something changed. I don't know, we'll get back to that later. Next episode. While we're here, we're gonna grab this iron. Of course, the gray stuff with the lines in it, that's iron. Of course, we know what stone is. The more iron you can get, the better. And the quicker you can make an iron pick and iron tools, the better. Like right here, I'm only getting 3 per strike. It'll be a lot more once I have an iron pick. And yes, I know, I've done this many times. I could go to Sipta and climb the northeast tower and hopefully find an Acheronian pick. Or Asheronian, however you want to pronounce it. Or I could go up here to the Sorcerer Cave. Or I could go to Sepamaru and get some easy stuff. But that doesn't teach you how to play the game the original way. It teaches you, if you want to be doing something different, like a challenge, those are really handy. But if you just don't want to fool around with all this crafting, you can go do it like that. Alright, so we got some iron. I think that's all of it right here. There's more up the hill and all that, but that's enough to get this part of the journey started. And if you jump off a cliff and grab a hold of a cliff, you jump, you hit spacebar, and she'll grab hold of the cliff for you. And then you can let go with C, and you can get back up. Alright, back to where we were. Over this way. It gets dark under the water, don't it? Check out that blue. Isn't that cool? What is that? Usually the only thing that glows underwater is the glowing goop. What am I looking at? Yeah, I get distracted at times. I don't see anything. Oh, it's the moon coming up. Is it the moon coming up that I'm seeing over there? I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. It must have been. It's cloudy out here this evening. Some stars. Alright, so here we go. Let me get this torch out so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Alright, the journey step said, unlock the obtain fuel. It used to be that fuel meant go get coal, which we'll show you whether you can find coal early game later. But right now it's just any fuel that'll work. You can chop a tree, wood is fuel, so we're gonna get some more wood. Listen to that. There comes the sandstorm. Is it day 3? I think it is. I'm gonna put you in here. Start that up. Now we can get credit for getting the iron. And it's a shame it's dark because you can't see it coming. Ah. Let me see. Oh, I thought some lightning that time. You can barely look. Yep, it's coming through the dark there. It must be day 3. Yeah, I see some lightning. Yeah, you can barely see it because it gets so dark. But watch, she'll start taking damage. It hasn't quite hit yet. Come on, don't make a liar out of me. Sandstorm, there it is. The prompt just came up at the bottom. Now you can see the health bars going down. So it don't take long for a sandstorm to kill you. We're gonna get out of it. And her safe little abode. Now she's protected. Now let's see what happens if we stand in front of the window. Ah, she's still protected. I know before, man, when you stood in front of a window in the wrong place, or if you had too many windows, the sandstorm would come through and mess you up. So, okay, we're good. It's dark in here. Let's brighten the place up a little. Make another campfire. Uh-oh, she is taking damage. Whoa, good thing I checked. See that? Let's have one of these. So, I'm standing in the middle of my house and I'm okay. Standing right here, I'm not. Could it be because of that? Maybe. Maybe. Let's have some light. Drop a little fuel in there, fire it up, make some more steak. I got a little bit of light out of that, but not much. You see what I'm saying? Look how dark it is in here. And I have a torch and a fire going, and it's absolutely pitch black in here almost. All right, that didn't take long. Storm is gone. We can go back outside. Sky's clearing up. It's traveling that direction. I don't know if you can still see it or not. No, it's gone. Storm's gone. House is built. Furnace is built. Am I on the wrong side of the house? Yep. I need stairs for my back door. I need to put those on. All right, so in the furnace, we can also make brick. Throw some stone in there, and it'll make you some brick, which will help with tier 2 building materials and other objects that you need to make, like grinders and things. Or I'm not sure if the grinder takes brick or not, but there's a lot of items that take brick. And then the next step is hardened brick, which takes a lot more. But I'm gonna need that for building, so we're gonna take that out. I'm gonna give you this back. You can go in here, go to building pieces. I don't have any wood because I put it all in there. Take the wood back. Go to F. F. Put some stairs on. Bang. Okay. Eventually, it's going to be a lot bigger. It's probably going to have a back porch and all kinds of stuff on it, and who knows. But that's what we got, man. That's what we got. And she almost died to the sandstorm inside her own house because I wasn't paying attention. See, there's the shield you can make. It's a little brown wood shield. It's good to have at the beginning of the game, especially if you're using a one-handed weapon like a stone club or a sword. You can also use a bone shield, which you get enough bone. It makes bone shields are a little bit better than the wood ones. And knowledge, where are we at now? We have 10 points. Now is a good time to open up some other things, like Thrall Taker, which gives you the Lesser Wheel of Pain. Truncheon, if you've ever seen the movie, you know where the Wheel of Pain comes from. Fiber bindings and a thrall pot, which gives feeding your thralls. We'll learn about all this in the next episode. And I think for now, we're going to open, how much does it cost? 10 points. I'll spend every single point to open that, so I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to go back to survival, and we're going to open up Iron Tools, which costs 10 points. No, we'll wait. Did I open up Armor yet? So you can see why I get confused. I think I did. Armor is open. And these are DLC armors. Argosian, Bloodletter, ceremonial slave forged garb, which comes from Sipta. Catan, Nemedian, Pictish, Poitain. This comes from Sipta. Sacrificial, this comes from Sipta. And Yamatai. I don't have all the DLCs. There's a few more out there. There's Aquilonian. This, I think, comes from the Ducetto. And this one, Riddle of Steel, Tehran, and Savage armors you can learn in the game. But you have to have, you got to be level 20. Which gives you some pretty good armor, especially for your thralls. In this Hyperborean Slaver loincloth, this set right here gives them strength weapon damage. Oh boy, decisions. Let's go back to survival. Carpenters, all of them take 10 points. So, to make light armor, I don't need any of this. To make the better armor, I need the tannery, which I'm going to get started first with the tannery, and we'll move on from there. So that gives you Tanner's Table, where you can break down hides. You can make twine, and eventually you can make other products. And it also allows you to stretch thick hide to make thinner hides. And these are the other things. Like, say you get hide from different creatures, you can make regular hide with it. Or you can turn it into thick hide if you have the right thrall and armorer on the bench. So that's the plan. Gonna get some hides together, gonna get some crafting together, gonna get some other things together, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for joining. The Confused Barbarian is back. We will be jumping from Conan Exiles to Conan Exiles modded on a server, because it's a totally different experience. So you're gonna love that. 2. 7 Days to Die, hopefully with some friends, or at least one, max, eventually. And who knows? I love Windrose. I will definitely be playing that again. And for now, I'd like to say goodbye. I'd like to say thank you for joining. Please subscribe. It's free. It helps out the old barbarian here. It helps out Miss Black Anna and everybody that is involved. And it's just the right thing to do. See you next time. Go home. Play games. Get your work done. Whatever you need to do. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now from the Confused Barbarian and Black Anna. Try that again. I don't understand what's going on with the controls here lately. Watch. If she's pointing in this direction at the camera, watch. Why is she turning around? That's not normal. If you can see in some of my older videos, well, no, you can't because they all disappeared because I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Never mind. Let's go in here. Wait. Oh boy, you can tell it's been a minute since I made a video. I'm kind of just bouncing all over the place here. Let's go get our stuff. And then we'll call it a proper day. Hey! We're gonna take the bed, take the fire, everything in it. I'm gonna go back over here. Ah. Jump. Thank you. Go back over to the hut. It's a nice little starter base. Nothing simple. I mean, nothing fancy. Going inside. Shut the door, which won't do much good. Ooh, I got a level by shutting the door. Isn't that something? Can't beat that. All right, let's go into attributes. Let's see, grit. And the next round of levels, once I get this up one more, will do all kinds of good things for us. So we're going to say goodbye. We're going to get our bed. We're going to place our bed. Number 4. Now we have a proper place to... you can see I watch a lot of people from overseas. I'm a redneck from Virginia. And I don't say that in a bad term. Redneck doesn't mean asshole. It just means I'm from the South. In my eyes. So... I will say things sometimes, and I think it's influenced from watching people from Scotland and England and Germany and all kinds of other places play this game, or other games. But that's okay. I don't mean to be appropriating anyone's culture. Nice little spot. Right there. We got a bed. We can't lay in this bed, though. Can we? Nope. But we can do this, if I can make it work. Oh, did I get... Oh, look, there's my emotes. Why didn't they work the first time? Some of these came from Battle Pass stuff, but this is one of my favorites. Nighty-night, Anna. Well, day, afternoon, take a nap. We'll see you next time.